Keep your hand on my show. Keep your head on my show.
No. You actually have to stand by the door frame.
Stand. Where's the door frame?
Like hold something and
keep your hand on my show.
You just look like Princess of Nigeria. You know who Princess of Nigeria is? I can't laugh.
Somebody is shading me on live show, telling me I look like Princess of Nigeria.
Oh, goodness.
They hold me. Okay. How many of you have joined that challenge?
Abi, please share your video.
If you have joined that challenge,
I have badass video editors in my
let me see your hands up.
See, they removed the red light from the
Hutu. They removed the Hutu.
The Hutu, and then they removed the Hu and left the two.
They removed the Hu and left the two. Hutu. All of you that joined the Hutu challenge. If you did, keep your hands on my shoe. Let me see your hands up. Okay. You did not join Hutu challenge. Me that I joined Hutu challenge, see my life here. I'm still looking dapper.
Oh.
Deeper. And depth.
And you have in depth.
You know depth. I have depth. Good evening. Good afternoon, Daddy.
The Silutu has entered
the Silutu have entered my body. You know when you see Silutu challenge, pronounce that thing if you have the mind.
If you see the girls.
No, if you have the mind, pronounce the Silutu. If you know the pronunciation. Pronounce it in the comment section. Let me see your
the redness from the Silutu. Forget it.
So it's now what?
It's remaining two.
Okay, good afternoon everybody. You're on to Relationship Matters on Legit.ng Facebook Live. My name, and all that. And all whatnot.
All whatnot. That one is even bad.
All whatnot, what have you, and so on and so forth. Ogasun, you don't know what you want to say again. Okay, that's aside. I mean, you're going to hear a lot of those in our mouth. Of course. So it's another thing. And you know. Okay, today's topic, we're going straight into it. I see someone asking what's the topic for today. We are going to discuss the topic. Paul Suleiman, calm down. Okay. Uwa Diego. Calm down. I'm going to the topic of the day. It means just a few seconds. Okay, don't forget I will do this every Wednesday, 1 p.m. as much as you can before this Apricot people come and start talking.
Sorry.
Did you copy or Zlatan?
We are everywhere.
We
are everywhere.
Okay, so we'll do this every Wednesday by 1 p.m. Maybe we'll have to shift our time just because so that this not give us enough time.
Really?
We just have to accommodate them. You know, they are ladies, we have to accommodate them. But then, what do you know? We're here again, and it's a privilege and honor to be in your faces again, discussing relationship matters. Today's topic is for married people, basically. So if you're not married, just go and carry share, sit down,
because you will learn.
Sit down somewhere and learn.
No, don't let us say it's for married people. Single people can actually, because it's the single ones are actually going into marriage. So
they are not practically practicing.
But it is what they will do. That they will do, so they can be a part of it. Yes.
Okay, so
it's not strange when you hear people say it is when I get
married, dear future husband, dear future wife,
you should know.
Okay, so go and bring your future partners, sit down together and be hearing this topic, and both of you should analyze it and agree before you enter the marriage. Because once you enter the marriage without knowing these things, Wahala will happen. Wahala will happen.
One chance.
Wahala have want to happen.
One chance.
Wahala have want to happen.
One chance.
Like bicycle. Thank you. And one have chance too. You know what happens when one have chance? Japa. Okay, is it normal for partners to share bills? I mean, is it a norm for partners to let? Before we start this show today, we already start one small argument inside of the outside.
Yes.
So we now say, boya, we should bring this thing into the inside. Both of us now, I don't slap people, right? But sometimes, violence will just happen, unfortunately.
The violence that happens we just put somebody inside kiri. Be guided.
Nice. Violence
will just happen like that.
It have not want to reach that stage. It have not want to reach that stage.
And helping police officers to adjust their uniform. Okay, your clothes is fine.
It have not want to reach that stage. Let's be guided. Okay, but is it normal for partners to share bills in a marriage? Maybe. Is it partners for bills to marriage share? Rubbish. Is it normal for partners to share bills? I mean, does it make any sense for the partners, for the husband to come and say, look, in this house, I'm going to share the bills. Me, I'll pay for the children's school fees first and second terms. You pay for the third term. I'm being fair enough. I will pay utility, and then you pay the house rent. I will buy food from Monday to Friday. You take care of our weekend meals. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is exactly, but I'm just saying, breaking it down and knowing who's paying for what. I mean, you're paying for this, I'm paying for this, and let's stick to that. Is it normal for these things to happen in relationships or in a marriage? Sorry, is it normal? Do these things happen? Is it happening in your own marriage? How are you coping with it? Did you guys agree before you got married about these things, or you just got married and you felt like, okay, look, we are now married, we are now man and wife. You have to help me, I have to help you. We have to help each other. So in order for us to help each other and not have problems, we have to share the bills. I will pay our rent 2 years, you pay 1 year. I'll pay the next 2 years, you pay 1 year. I'll pay the children's school fees first, second terms, you pay the third term. I'm being fair enough. I'm being magnanimous. In my magnanimity, so I'm doing this thing. So do these things happen? Is it normal or is it abnormal? Because in my own head, I have another thinking and thought pattern about this matter. So guys, that's the topic for today. Most of you have been asking, what's the topic? What's the topic? What's the topic? What's the topic? Yeah. That's the topic. So let's see. I'm seeing your comments already.
Yes, I can see comments.
People should not box my brain yet. Okay, we're just starting up. So yes, let's go, first lady.
Okay, so as
gentlemen,
the first lady of the show, you guys know that my opinion actually belongs to me. So don't come for me in the court of law. Do not. You will have the time to express yourself.
Thank you.
I'll read that via the comments.
Thank you.
So what I think is that it is a norm, like whether you like it or not, you're sharing bills in the house.
Right.
Whether you like even when it is not stated that, look, you do this, I do this. Like if it's marriage, you're talking, even if you are living as boyfriend girlfriend, like you're living together. Living lovers, yeah. Before you even know what's happening, you're doing. I'm earning money. Well,
right.
I'm going to break it down. I'm working. At least I collect salary. So even if you don't say do this, sometimes I may feel like you've done enough. You just paid rent. You just probably painted the house.
Nice.
You just bought a new car that we both use. It's just normal for me to, okay, let me just relieve him a bit and help him with this kitchen issues for now. If I'm not working and I have a business that brings in kobo, like little change,
right,
I can still contribute. See, the whole sharing thing, like, is it normal for couple? I don't think it is based on the sharing. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you really don't have to sit down to say, I'll do this, I'll do that. But some people do.
That's exactly the point now. Because people, why I'm saying that, people specifically say that, look, you are burdening me. I am paying school fees. I'm paying house rent.
It is not out of
you
place.
Buy the food in the house.
But do you know where that happens is probably if the man knows that the woman is capable, like she has a lot, the resources are there.
Right.
He can actually say, babe, Alpha, I'm working, so I know you're working, but what I'm making is not as much as, fine, I'm the head of this house. I'm ready to still do this, but please help with this. It happens. But most times, you see the I'll do. I've actually heard of a situation whereby the husband said he'll be doing this in the house. Over time, the wife discovered, not like she even discovered, she got to know that the ones that he actually thought is nothing. Fine, let me even break it down. Food for children.
Absolutely.
It's nothing like that. It's a small, those are small things. If you have toddlers in the house, you know how much you invest in those things. Because one child can take up to 2 or 3 drinks in a day.
Tell them.
You can't help it. This is not a matter of jetty, blah, blah, blah. It is just something like, let them leave me alone. Like, peace, sanity. Someone is screaming. Yeah. Give her bobo. Give him this. So, if your husband says, handle this. Okay, it happened. Like, someone actually said, my husband said I should be taken care of. She got overwhelmed. Okay, I'll be paying house rent. I'll be doing this. You'll be buying food. Do you know how much SMA gold is? For a baby that eats, They are buying up to like 10 things in a week. Calculate it. Who is not spending money? So sometimes the whole sharing, it works for you to say, okay, please assist me here. Let me do this. But if you have to break it down and say, you take this one, you take that one, except you want to do equal sharing, and at the end of the day, there will still be fights.
The age-long philosophy or school of thought that says the woman's money is our money. The man's money is our money.
Is our money.
That thing, do people agree or not? Me, personally, I will not lie to you. Because maybe it have reached my own turn to talk before we can start reading comments.
Yeah.
I will not lie to you. I personally don't even have any business with the woman's money, no matter how plenty it is. I think this should be the attitude of most men.
Exactly. But if
like,
it is not, Uncle.
Wait, that's what we're getting at.
Okay.
If as a man you are thinking about your wife's money to take care of your family, you are very wrong.
But a woman that is good and knows what
she can assist you. It's out of her own position. But don't start looking at her money. That should be you too, you have money. Why did you marry her in the first place? You married the woman because you wanted to take care of her. That is your primary.
So the whole world,
primary.
The head of the house.
Yes. That is your primary assignment. Not secondary. Secondary is the other but
that's foundational assignment.
Hello, idea. Don't mind this guy. Don't interrupt me. Okay. Don't interject.
Sorry.
Don't put a jassa.
Sorry.
Why are you ad-libbing inside my matter?
Sorry, no.
Your primary assignment is to take care of that woman. Whether she's earning 5 million naira per month, it's not your business. If tomorrow you say, "Oh, I feel like I'm broke this month, so can you help us offset this one?" And she'll say, "What's there? What am I here for?" It is if she's not willing to. That's why the wahala have now come. Now, no, I don't have money. I don't be seeing money. I got money in your hand. Do this thing. That's why wahala will now come. But when you now sit down, both of you, and you start saying, in this house now, because I cannot come and go and die, uncle, that is wrong. I don't think that is right, to be very honest. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it. You can share your thoughts. Maybe I'm just saying rubbish or I'm thinking too far or something.
I have something to say, but maybe we should read comments because me, I even want to scatter the table right now.
Scatter the table first.
I should scatter the table.
Scatter the table.
See, while the woman actually knows what to do, like some women, don't let me say
women generally.
Yes. So while some women actually know what to do when it comes to sharing, like, fine, the man is not saying you take care of the children, you handle this part. They know where to help. But if me, that's the category that I actually belong to. Like, you don't have to tell me. I just feel like, what's the point? It's not like I'll go and do the girl is rich, the girl and now make you stop doing what you're meant to. You'll be doing your stuff.
You go and buy freezer.
But the moment I see that you're starting to do shit, no, and you're doing things that you're not supposed to do, you have plenty change in your hand. Oga, you will do everything. You see that Maggie that I can buy on your number, I will not buy it.
Hello.
If the children don't have bobo, they will wait for you. Yes, now if we see that you're starting to do things that you're not supposed, you're spending money outside recklessly.
Right.
Then it is normal for the woman to withdraw. Like, okay, it's because you have enough. That is why you're able to go outside and do all sorts of things. So it is not out of place.
But
so if that is the attitude of the woman, if the woman does, if he does not come back to this house, we are not eating anything. Even if we eat, we'll eat and claim out and say, Oga, there's nothing in the house. Then check your attitude. Are you doing something that might have? That's the other angle. Please,
let's take our comments first, because this is a very table-shaking, breaking submission about this topic. Yes. It's a table-breaking, table-shattering, table-scattering submission. Okay?
I told you.
So we're going to read our comments. We're going to the comment section.
Felix Uju says, good morning, my people, my good people. It's been a really long time. Oh, it's been really a long time. I really miss you guys. We miss you. Sadiq Said says, absolutely normal in this situation we have right now.
What do you mean? What situation?
Maybe the economic situation.
What do you mean economic situation? Okay. Economic situation did not affect the woman too. What do you mean economic situation? As the man, see, men don't have shame. It's you for Yoruba people. There's no shame for many men. Some guy will go out. You won't give your wife money to feed the house.
To take care of the house.
You will not even drop in anything.
But you're doing big boy
You just
outside.
go out there, you take her money from her bag again, you go out there and come back and expect food. She doesn't give you food, you are fighting her again. What situation? Many men are lazy because you feel like your wife has some amount of money, so you start relaxing on that. Guys should do more, please. Let's do more.
Okay, Response says not a problem. Abigail Luguma says very normal. Please, we don't want all those normal yes.
No, share your thoughts.
Okay.
Share your thoughts on this.
Don Obasi says yes. Me and my wife share our bills 50-50. Okay, tell us where you are, because that's something that is common.
No, but we have to learn from you actually.
Yes, that's
if you say
something that
you
is
share your
considered
bills
normal outside Nigeria.
Yes, if you share your bills 50-50, tell us how.
How?
I mean, what do you mean 50-50?
And how has it been going?
Do you mean if your rent is like $1,000, you bring 500, your wife brings 500? Is that what you're saying? And why? And how is he taking it?
Okay, Obudi Strip, Soloko, Junction Street. Sorry, your name is amazing. He says it's normal for partners to share bills. You can't leave the bill on one person. Yes. If relationship is meant for two, then I guess bills are also meant for two. You can't leave the bills on one person. You want to kill the person before in time. We agree.
I agree with you in a way.
We are helpmates. We should help.
I agree with you in a way. Somebody's even tackling me here. I want to antagonize and
you to tackle.
I want to report yourself back to you.
Okay.
Itiola Ayotunde Abiola, your ideology is African ideology. If you are living abroad, it is a completely different body.
That was why I said people in their, I mentioned.
Let me tell you something. Civilization started from Africa. Civilization. She is starting from Africa.
Did you have to dance? Now you scare the person off your eyes.
Let him be hearing me. Civilization is starting from Africa. That ideology, it may be good out there. It may be fun out there.
It's actually...
As a matter of fact, I have guys who have said that they were shocked when they got abroad. They went to drink at a bar, and then you wanted to pay for everybody. And people are now saying, "Oh, come on, that'll be too much on you now.
Yes.
I don't want to."
Don't do a for us.
And say, really? Pay for your this drink. Let me pay for my drink. Which one is trying to form big boy? It's not. You guys say, no, it's not big boy. I just felt we came together because this is how we do here, and we feel like this is just you showing that you appreciate your friends for coming around. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are showing that you have money more than the guys. Just feel like let me pay for your drinks on me, and stuff like that. I say no. The people insisted, ladies inclusive. But in this place, we feel like it is our right. Now, this is where the problem is. The ladies who are not in relationships, or who are in relationships, or who are aspiring to be in relationships, suddenly think that it is their right for the men to do and not do for them. Number one thing for a lady is to be self-sufficient, be independent, right? And you are married to a man who is also capable, self-sufficient. But the man, talking to the man now, you men, you shouldn't think, first off, that I'm getting married to this lady because we want to share bills. That mentality is flawed already from the onset. That's the way I see it. Thank you, Etiola.
Yes, so moving on to the comment section. I'm going down. Sorry.
Okay.
Fasoto Adewale Oladapo says, if there is a mutual understanding and genuine love between them, no problem. But if not, it is not advisable. That's a time bomb waiting for explosion.
I totally agree with you. There has to be an understanding. That was what we started with. Like, do you guys have this understanding? That both of you sit down and say, okay, we're going to share bills.
Well,
this is how it will go.
Let me chip in something.
Right.
When you're sharing bills, when you say because we are partners, we have to share bills, do you consider the capacity of the other person?
Right. Because
the husband may be earning more than the wife.
Which happens in most cases.
In most cases. Because he probably has businesses and what. The woman may only be sustaining herself with one job, no side hustle. As for a woman now, the moment you even get married, like all the extra money, all the uncles, aunties, they just leave you. So if you're not sharing bills equally and you have extra source of money, like you have other ventures that bring in money, how do you balance that? Is it fair for you to still be on the same, like we are sharing 50-50 with the person that has just a means of making money, just one source?
You have a chain.
They have like 2-3. So at the end of the day, someone is having extra to do stuff with, and you'll be paying because you've already had this agreement from the beginning. Okay, I pay this, I pay that. But even you are struggling to, but the other person just pays one, and then you're living well. Resentment starts from there.
Right. But the most important thing, like Fashoto wrote here, is understanding and genuine love. First off, if you love your partner so well, you cannot be earning triple or quadruple what she's earning and expect her to still bring to the table the same amount you are bringing. I mean, this is just being logical. You know, if you are earning 1.something million naira as a salary and she's earning just 20,000 naira as salary, and you're saying that the house rent is 500,000, you have to bring 250. I have to bring 250 so that it completes 500,000. That's not being fair. Somebody wrote a 70-30 sharing formula. 70-30, 70 for the man, 30 for the woman.
Okay.
That's the sharing formula for somebody who
it's still if it's fine by the woman, it depends on who you're playing with.
Right. Pani Idoko has a very lovely comment, I think. Things change over the course of a relationship. The beginning of a relationship is obviously different than being in a marriage. When you're first living together, you're most likely to be splitting the bills down the middle or splitting them based on each of your incomes, and that's fine for a while. This person, you have too many conditions in your comments at the beginning, down the middle, for a while. I like those submissions, and I totally agree with you. For those people who believe it. Personally, I don't believe in sharing bills. I don't. Maybe because I'm an African man, and I believe that I should be able to take care of my wife first. Like, take care of your family first. That's the most important thing. That's my own way of thinking. I have to take care of my wife. I have to take care of my family first. That's like the first thing on my mind. Then any other thing that she brings, and I feel like we should buy this thing. Yeah, but I don't have money now. Can we wait? Don't worry. Me, I have money, and we can get it. And if it's good for the family, I think, come on, let's do it. I mean, this is not supposed to be an issue.
Okay. So Jennifer Christopher says no, because women have to help the men, but sharing responsibility is not it. A good man should support her husband.
Support. That's the word. Support. Maybe that's the word I've not mentioned since, or that's the word we've been missing since.
Support. I agree.
Support. A good woman should support the man rather. The man's responsibility.
You know, at the beginning I said it too, that a good woman would know where to step in.
Right.
Balance the things.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if a good woman stops supporting, you should check the man.
Right.
I'll still keep I'm hammering that though.
Support. A good woman should support.
If she stops and she has the means, then you should check what is the man not doing right. Then there are times that woman may say, he has the money and he's not complaining. The woman just say, babe, alpha, my job, this, that, the contracts, things are a bit. Could you please? It is just normal for her to take charge. And if it is a woman that you actually give money to regularly for keeps, like, I made 500 kids today, babe, alpha now, keep 200 for the house. When you have issues, that kind of woman will be more than willing to.
Should be more than willing.
But when
should be more than willing, not will be more than willing, because some of those women just give them money, they are squandering it elsewhere because they feel like this guy has money to spare. Okay, I feel like men are to provide for the house, but the woman as a helper can support her as her own decision. That she decides to, not to be made compulsory for the woman. A right-thinking woman will support a man that provides for her and the family needs.
Honestly, that's fine.
She deserves what I want to say.
Just
give her small.
Yeah, give her.
Give you.
You just won for today.
I give you Nash.
A lucky winner, Miash.
I give you Nash. You know the man will say, "Baby, that's the I give you the."
And I understand that the nothing I remove the Yoruba person, so
I give you the full of my
Nash.
Just
one Nash for today.
I give you all of my Nash for today. Thank you for your detailed comments. Okay, Charles. If you don't want to marry, any problem. If you don't want to marry, any problem. No problem, no problem at all. If you want to stay single, but don't be doing iskanji up and down.
No.
Don't be looking for silhutu. Put your hands on my shoe.
If you don't want to marry, don't marry. Don't become baby daddy.
I'm telling you.
Because it's still the same unmarried drama that you end up causing.
Bam.
Yes, no.
Of course.
So don't bother.
Absolutely. If you don't want to marry, don't marry. But don't go and turn this.
Don't turn baby mama, baby daddy, because you still cause problems eventually. So please keep it.
Okay, so we're still taking comments, guys. Don't forget that you're on to Relationship Matters. Here on Legend.ng Facebook Live, Damilare and Wúràọlá. Do this every Wednesday, 1 p.m. So from whenever it is that you're joining in, don't forget it's 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Whenever you want to join in, just check it out. 1 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll be here live on your screen on Legend.ng Facebook Live. So we'll be needing your comments so that we because we cannot do this all by ourselves. We need your comments. That's why we're going through the comments to read everything you have to tell. So you have to
Ligo Fetobo McDonald says, well, a man should take the responsibility of footing the bills, especially when he knows the wife can't assist.
Right. So see, let's even start from this place. The wife, let's say the wife can assist. Let's even think it. The wife can't assist already puts the woman at a disadvantage from the onset. She can't assist. So already from the beginning, you know the woman cannot assist. So let's not go there. Let's talk about a woman who can assist. Because in my own top of my head, this is how the man should be. You're getting married to somebody because you think you're of age to take care of an extra mouth. That should be the first thing. There was a time we discussed the topic here. Can you move in as a lady? Can you move in with a man who's still living with his parents?
Yeah.
Do you remember? And one of the things we concluded on that day was that the man is not of age if he's still sitting with his parents. Some ladies say, I cannot live with him, or I cannot stay. How can I stay with somebody who's with his parents? That's going to be boy. What kind of boy am I getting married to?
Yes.
And because truly, or whichever way you want to see it, there's going to be C finish if you are living in the same compound or in the same building. Because sometimes there's boys quarter, there's this, there's that. So the parents can be in the main building. You and your husband can go and stay in one bungalow at the back or one boys quarter at the back. That one is there. But if you are living, even if you are living in that same compound together with them, there's going to be C finish. C finish will happen. The moment C finish happens, you don't have value in the presence of your in-laws again. All your flaws that your husband will be coping with, you're supposed to be enjoying. Everybody's seeing and are using it against you. Who doesn't have flaws? Even your parents-in-law have flaws which your father-in-law and mother-in-law have been coping with since they got married 50, 70, 100 years ago. But if you are just getting married to your partner, they are beginning to point those things out. Your wife wakes up too late.
And she doesn't even sweep
sweep the compound. Meanwhile, the husband is not complaining. He feels like, don't stress her. But they're not saying
breakfast is not ready by 8, 9 o'clock.
Yes.
It's 12 o'clock. You're eating breakfast.
What is she doing?
Did you raise you like that?
Me, in my own house, we may not even eat. You cannot come and live in my house because you now start telling me that my wife is too lazy. No. That's because me and my wife have an understanding. I am not bothering you about cooking. I'm not hungry. When we are hungry, we eat. When we are not hungry, why do you want to go and start cooking? For what?
Yeah.
How is that compulsory? But if you're not living with your in-laws, they will wake you up in the morning, 6 a.m. You are too lazy.
Of course.
You are too lazy. You are now married.
That will come up.
Now, if a man is not able to take care of his woman, why is he now marrying her?
Exactly.
Take her out of the whole place and go and be staying there by herself. So the first thing, priority of the man is to think, the first impression I think the man should have about getting married is that, okay, I want to take care of someone else. I'm adding an additional mouth to my feeding routine. I'm paying extra, I'm paying this extra because let's not.
So what happens when a woman that can assist
refuses to assist? Okay, so there should be reasons actually.
Yes.
If a woman that can assist refuses to assist, then the man should first ask himself questions. Hello. Why is she not assisting? The moment you start imposing it on her to assist, and that means she doesn't see any benefit of assisting you because she feels like, why should I assist you? But if the woman wakes up and says, babe, we don't have this thing in the house, let me go shopping.
See, let me interject you there. Do you know that there are some women that will be like, even this house rent that he wants to pay, I can independently pay it. But the moment you do that, it's like you're not letting him know his responsibility.
Or you're sitting.
Yes.
You're taking
You're not even allowing him to be responsible. Because it won't work hard. The moment you start to do the things that a man ought to do, you start to do chest out, then the man will stop doing all those things by default. Or it will come to a point where he will say, mommy can just help us pay the bills now. We'll be sorting it later. Then it becomes a pattern. It is not out of place. Like our parents did it in the past while growing up. You see mothers footing the entire bill of the family. And then what are the men doing? What are the daddies doing? Chilling. Flexing.
And they have money.
And they have the money. They even make more than. So women these days are seeing, you know, it's a trend, and I'm so sorry, but how do you expect sons raised in that kind of situation to feel?
Let me tell you something that happened to somebody that was raised in this kind of family. The young man thinks that his girlfriend should take care of everything.
Exactly.
Because he grew up in this kind of.
Yes. So you'll be like, what's the big deal? Men like that will even come out and say, why is she acting? My mom single-handedly raised 6 children.
Bam.
So why is she now?
And my dad did not make any.
Why is she doing like she'll be the first person to give birth? My mommy had 24 children. She did not die. They don't have the same strength.
So this thing now becomes a generational thingy.
Exactly.
And everybody now thinks it is normal. Everybody in that line thinks it is normal.
Guys, you know, now, thank God for social media. We are seeing what other people are doing, and okay, they are getting intimidated like, oh boy, that my friend will go to school together. If you see the daughter wore Gucci, or more, even me, my chest cost. Like, so they start to get inspired. But if you grow up in that kind of circle, in that kind of situation, like, okay, this environment,
end of the day, you now start thinking that your wife has to provide for you.
She has to.
That's another angle.
And then the women in the past, they shouldered those responsibilities.
They thought it was normal, like,
because they
I have
felt
to
like
take care of my children. My husband is not doing
the environment. See, it's going back to patriarchy. Even though I'm not a feminist. Let's start. I don't share the same ideologies. Like, okay, sometimes I support your cause, but if it is extreme, no. Now the thing is, women felt like my children and my husband. That's what they tell you. Yoruba land, they say face your children. They are the ones that you should actually look up to. It's just their father. They don't consider those men their husbands anymore because they stop playing the role of husband. They just feel like, we just born for each other. Like, that's the way you relate. But ladies born in that situation, you don't want to do that. You don't want to make the same mistakes. Like, sorry, I saw the struggle. The moms or the mothers then, they probably didn't see it as a struggle. Like, they did it somehow.
Right.
But yet you're like, in this age, me, I'll not be. So if a woman does not want to assist, what are you doing wrong or right? I think you should ask yourself as a man.
If a woman refuses to assist, what are you doing wrong or right?
Yes, it's deeper than you think. She has the money, but she does not want to because I could go on.
She could go on and on.
Please.
Okay, Ligo, Efetobo, McDonald. Let's continue with your comments here. The way me and my partner do it here, I earn more and she earns less. By the end of the month, we add up our salaries and bring out our list of family expenses and resolve every issue. Then we'll place the balance on savings after I've given her our pocket money.
Oga, that is wonderful. Now you made it. You see, anybody that read the first 50-50 will think, hey, see what you've analyzed.
You just explained now.
You make more. That's it. See, she earns 30, you earn 70. You're bringing the 100 to the table, sorting this thing. Then from the remaining balance, you're giving her pocket money.
Both of you are at par. Bringing the money together. Both of you have come together and like on the
not
same
like
level.
somebody is making 1,000 naira.
And you're saying
the other person is making 200. And then you still want the person making 200 to contribute like the same amount as you. No. And after, even from the balance, you said you give your wife pocket money. It makes her feel good. So at the end of the day, her money is not enough to foot the bills, but both of you've done it together and she still has money. But
what do you mean pocket money though? Are you saying pocket money like money to take care of the house? Or just personal money? You're giving her the money.
I think from what he wrote here, it means money for her, like maybe
he just dashes her the money.
Yes,
like take go and do whatever.
Woman, yes,
anything
like,
you want to do in money, go and do.
Because he just said they bring out the list of family expenses.
No,
but that's sorted the family expenses.
That's a very fantastic one, actually. To be very honest.
If I'm making this amount and then my husband is bringing this and then we are buying everything that we need in the house and he's still giving me, what am I buying again? We've bought everything we need. Because everything he's a fantastic man.
Yeah, fantastic husband.
God bless your wife.
I have to come and learn under your.
God bless your wife.
You have a school of. Well, already.
Even from his hip, he's even carrying his child. You're a wonderful man.
So if I've gone to analyze your.
Honestly, I'm looking you in the future. Wonderful.
So if I've gone to analyze your DPO, it's not my own concern. I'm not part of it. I'm not a party to this analysis.
Okay,
I think we'll have to go shortly because our time is fast spent and everything we have to do we have done already, and some people are beginning to call us.
Call us. Now we have to go. I'm so sorry.
Alright, thank you everybody for joining in today. It was a very wonderful time, and of course it was a thought-provoking session too. Just for some of us who are married, some of us who are aspiring to get married, some of us who don't even want to get married, but we want to understand how these things work. because some people just want to, for knowledge sake. Let me just know how this thing goes because it is
It works.
crazy.
It's good though.
Alright, thank you everybody for joining in. My name is Damilare and
And
Wúràọlá.
I'm Wúràọlá.
Big shout out to Brian Daniels, the man behind the camera, for bringing all of this to
Thank you.
your screen. Appreciation to everybody who joined.
And all the people doing silhouette.
And
your head of my
Silutu. Thank you everybody for joining in. Those who joined in from Morovia, those of you who joined in from Europe, those of you who joined in from America, those of you who joined in from Asia, those of you who joined from other parts of Africa, and from Nigeria too. Yeah, I'm down here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Sure, Michael. We see your comments. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you again next week Wednesday. Hopefully by then you have resolved this 50-50.
50-50. I beg.
Yes, yeah.
I can 50-50 be
Until then, be a good man to your husband.
Be a good man to your husband. This is gay kingdom. Just
Be a good man to your wife. Be a good woman to your